Right, hello lads and lasses, and welcome back to Boys Down Under, where today there has been a clear out at Celtic Park with 9 contracted first team players being shown the door on the expiry of their contracts. Also, Carl Starfelt's hamstring injury, it's causing headaches and anxiety to rise at Celtic already. But before we go any further though, if you guys are enjoying the videos, enjoying the content, best way to help support the channel, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Trying to hit 3,000 subscribers before Ange Ball returns, so really appreciate all of you who do that. But without further ado, let's get into it. So Celtic clear out has begun with 9 first team players being released by the club. Now the 9 are Luke O'Connell, Karamoko Dembele, Ryan Mullen, Ross Doohan, Jonathan Afalabi, Barry Coffey, Brodie Patterson, Kerr McInroy, and Ewan Henderson, who is joining Hibs on a permanent basis. Now, the clear-out has begun with all these young players who never really were able to cut it at Celtic. They never showed enough to be able to warrant a spot in the first team, and they just haven't done enough on loan to show Celtic that they should be kept on at the club. Now, I can't lie, most of them, I think the best thing for them is to move on. I think quietly move them on, let them progress through their careers, because all of them are so young that they've got a whole footballing career ahead of them. Now, the only one that has left a sour taste in my mouth is Karamoko. He failed to live up to the hype, and he isn't all to blame. Injuries, they've sort of disrupted his progression, and, the changing nature of the football club over the last 3 years with Lennon, Brendan Rodgers, and now Ange. It's hard for a young player to adapt to that. Now, he isn't to blame, like I said, but it is still extremely disappointing, the fact that he never lived up to the hype that was around him. He was touted as the next big thing in football, but he certainly hasn't lived up to that at 19 years old as of yet. But still, while these 9 have all been released, I'm sure we can expect a further 3 minimum to go. Vasilius Barkas, he's got rumours surrounding him that Celtic are going to just tear up his contract because no one wants to sign him, apparently. So Celtic are looking at tearing up his contract that has to run out till 2025. And then, Albion Ayeti, Asmaila Soro, I'll be extremely shocked if we see them at this club in the next, in 2 months' time. I don't see them with any future at Celtic in no way, shape, or form. I don't even see them getting another opportunity at Celtic, regardless, But this is the phase of the rebuild that we have all been expecting to come. It's where the dead wood is sent to the lumberjack to be recut, to be re-chopped up, and reprocessed elsewhere because it just can't be used at Celtic, and it's taking up unnecessary space. Space that can be used for players who are going to make a positive impact on this team and contribute to this team's success. And obviously, every single day there's a new rumour of a player linked to Celtic and whatnot, but I'm sure Ange knows exactly who he wants to bring to the club and exactly who he wants out of the club, so that when we do see Celtic, come September, end of the transfer window, we'll have a squad that is certainly even stronger than what we were playing with last year. Now, Carl Starfelt, the man who went from everyone's least favourite player at the team to, but chuck in some incredible performances and some social media antics, and he has become beloved, and he has been beloved by all the Celtic fans. But unfortunately, as we're all aware, Starfelt suffered an injury in Sweden's Nations League match against Slovenia. Now, the first reaction, it didn't look good. He was stretchered off, clutching at his hamstring in extreme visible pain. Now, after further looks and tests, it appears that that initial reaction is proving to be right, and that it is going to be a lot worse than, just a simple hamstring strain. But how serious could this be? Well, we've got a good indication now that Sweden have sent Starfelt back to Glasgow, where, the Celtic sports scientists and physios are going to have to assess him and undergo scans to really understand the nature and extent of this injury. But how bad are we talking? Because, there's bad as in a month out, but there's bad as in 3 months out. And I think we're looking at 3 months out, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. And that will set him back all the way to September, where, we'll already be well into the season already and well into our title defense campaign. But where does this leave the Celtic? Because, you know, for Ange, I am sure it has got a massive headache right now, and I'm sure that his anxiety is starting to rise at the possibility of losing one half of the league's best centre-back partnership for, you know, the opening 6 matches where, you know, that can make or break a season, you know. But Celtic, as we know, have been in the market for a centre-back, and there have been lots of rumours recently of Celtic's desire to bring in some depth in the centre-back spot, but those desires could easily ramp up right now with this injury update. You know, and it's going to have to be someone, if we bring in, that is going to have to probably do the job at centre-back while Starfelt is out on the sidelines. Now, who have we been linked to? I think we all know, we're aware of the Itakura links and the Taylor Harwood-Bellis links. Even Jason Denier's name is being thrown around now that his contract has expired at Lyon. Now, not to forget, we do also have Stevie Welsh at the club, and we are all aware of his defensive capabilities and the fact that he can put in a very strong and very adept performance at the centre-back's role. Now, along with the permanent signing of Cameron Carter-Vickers, hopefully this injury has certainly, you know, it's going to force Celtic to make a play for a centre-back, and obviously it doesn't work in our favour because clubs know we'll be a bit, not desperate, but certainly really in the market for a top quality centre-back. But, you know, I think it's just going to be up to Ange and his team to, you know, really make sure they make the right decision in this and make sure that whoever they bring in is going to be able to provide to cover for Starfelt, cover for Carter-Vickers, and also be a very quality depth player to have as well. Because, you know, at the end of the day, it's all good having an incredible attack consisting of Kyogo, Dyson Maeda, Giacomarcus, Jota, Liala Bada. But they're, you know, scoring goals is fun, but if we can't defend, then there's an issue. And, you know, losing Carl Starfelt and Cameron Carter-Vickers didn't lose a game this season. I don't even think they dropped points together this season, you know, in the league. So that's the main stat, and that's all you need to know really, because if we've got a leaky defense in those opening rounds, we saw it this year, it almost costed us the league. You know, we can drop easy points, and dropping easy points in a league where the title contention is so tight, you know, every point matters. But for now, I think as we await the scans and as we await an update from Celtic, the most important thing is to wish Starfelt a speedy recovery. Keep our fingers crossed he is back as soon as possible and as healthy as possible, because there's no good playing a centre back on one leg, you know. We've got to put our faith and our trust into Celtic sports scientists and physios that they get him back out there fit and firing and ready to, you know, defend this league title, because Starfelt, he's turned into a player. I can't lie. If you think he has his moments, don't get me wrong, but 99% of the time he is as solid as they get in the league, and he obviously is up there with the best centre backs in the league. But that is all from me. So if you guys did enjoy this sort of, you know, story video about what's going on at Celtic, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave in the comments below what you think about Celtic releasing all the youth players, and who should Celtic bring in at centre back in light of this new situation. But until next time, hail, hail.